Hello, I'm Phil Mollen, psychoanalyst, and I'd like to tell you about why I love energy psychotherapy. It's because it allows me to work with my patients at a much deeper level and with more precision. The body's subtle energy system is the deeper part of the mind, the deeper unconscious. It is where the fundamental templates are encoded. It's the interface between the body, the brain and the mind. It's rather like Bion's proto-mental system. Now, how did I get involved in this kind of work? Well, I worked for 37 years full-time in the British NHS in psychiatric services, working with often very troubled people. And a long time ago I found, to my dismay, that I just felt dissatisfied with the results of conventional psychotherapy with many kinds of patients. Also, I found quite often that we could get quite a lot of knowledge, understanding, insight of what was going on in the person's mind, but it didn't really lead to fundamental shifts. So, although psychoanalysis has always remained a very important perspective, it set me off on a search, a long-term search for different ways, additional ways, or complementary ways of helping people. Now, like most people from a psychoanalytic background, I had to overcome considerable prejudices within myself and anxieties and natural skepticism regarding these kinds of methods. Some of the more popular modalities have tended to be presented rather slick presentations, somewhat showman style, with a lot of American commercial culture in it, and raises so many questions about what it means to work in this way, and what on earth does it do to the transference. Actually, I can briefly answer that question about the transference. What it does mean is that transference is still there, obviously, but it's no longer the central vehicle of the work, because we are working much more with what's inside the patient rather than in the theatre of the transference. So transference becomes much more as Freud originally saw it, something that's there, but you don't need to be addressing it all the time. And it is, as Freud saw it, a form of memory. So my own work over the last 25 years or so has been to integrate the phenomena of the subtle energy systems and how we can work with them into psychotherapy. And so that's why with my colleague Ruthie Smith on Saturday 3rd of February we'll be presenting a workshop with TR Together, exploring and discussing all of these issues, and describing and demonstrating how we can work with the subtle energy system, how we can communicate with it, and in that way bring the body into the conversation and the deep intelligence of the human system. So if you're at all open to possibilities beyond the prevailing paradigms, or if you felt secretly a little bit dissatisfied with the results of conventional psychotherapy, then this could be of profound interest to you. Thanks very much.